Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
I'm Daniel Pineda.
And I'm Adele Quo.
And here we go with another show. This is our post St. Patrick's Day show,
Snow
and
on the ground.
yeah, and post snowstorm snow show, and March Madness show. I saw a sign the other day that was Mad Marchness. I thought that was pretty good. Anyway, News and Community Bulletin Board. Adele is here with
It's Easy Being Green.
Boy, we're good at that, aren't we?
Good.
CBB. Nort Beckerman with his Brain Healthy Minute, Rich with his reviews, News for Seniors, and then Rich with an interview, and that's our show. But before we begin, here's me. Go ahead.
Absolutely correct. You can watch the Arlington Weekly
Social
News
media reminder. I'm sorry. Jeez
on
Louise.
YouTube channel at youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and guess the number 1. And you can also visit us on Facebook, facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News.
All right, Daniel. Thank you. News for Seniors glasses. Okay, we're good. Here we go. Thank you, Mr. Bill. Well, there was a serious fire in Southarlington on Saturday, March 15. The 2-alarm fire was in a house at 1913 South Langley Street. 80 firefighters from Arlington, Alexandria, and Fairfax responded to the fire when it was called in around 3:40 in the afternoon. The wind was blowing heavily, causing the fire to spread very quickly. That prevented firefighters from rescuing the 2 residents inside the home who weren't identified until March 25th. The victims were 73-year-old Yvonne Berry and 77-year-old Bobby Nelson Goins. Goins initially escaped the fire, but then went back inside to help Ms. Berry. The cause of the fire is still unknown. If anyone has any information or photos of the incident, please contact the fire department at firepio@arlingtonva.us. Daniel.
Well, at Drew Elementary School, standardized test scores are dropping far below the county-wide average. Over the past decade, the 3rd through 5th grade standards of learning exam programs at the Knock Neighborhood School have been, on average, 23% below the Arlington County average. In addition, less than 50% of 4th and 5th graders in the graded programs are passing any of their standards of learning tests. Parents and community members created a coalition for a new Drew to tackle the problem. Craig.
All right, and elsewhere in our news items, there we go. How do you feel about having a gun shop at your local shopping center? Well, it might be an issue that you'll have to deal with. A gun shop may move into a shopping center in Arlington's Knock community. The gun shop would like to move into a shopping center on Shirlington Road near the Army-Navy Country Club. The opinions of nearby residents are mixed. Some residents have started an online petition to stop the move. The Knock Civic Association has sent an email stating that it does not see this shop as a good fit for the community. As of March 25, the petition had reached 50% of its goal at 502 signatures out of a possible 1,000. If you are in the Knock community and would like to sign the petition, go to their website, which is showing on the screen, and voice your opinion. Daniel.
Absolutely, Craig. Well, this is a great story. A Yorktown High School sophomore has won the Scholastic Writing Award. Emily Burke won a gold medal for her personal essay, Lost and Found in Beirut and Amman. Teens from 7 to 12 grades can choose from 28 categories of art and writing for the chance to earn scholarship and have their works exhibited or published. Selections from the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards are published in the national catalog Best Teen Writing and Spark, an anthology of middle school students' work. These are publications that you can get for free at local schools and libraries. Craig.
And another school news, 16 Arlington Public School students have won 17 National Scholastics Arts Awards. There were over 255,000 submissions from all across the country. The Alliance for Young Artists and Writers, which hosts the competition, recognized 1,800 entries nationwide. And we offer congratulations to all the winners. You can see their names on the screen. You can also visit apsva.us for more information. Congratulations to those winners.
Such a great story.
Good stuff. All right. We'll be back with our CBB file right after we hear from Miss Adele and
It's easy being green.
Here's
Hey,
Adele.
Hey guys, it is easy being green, living in Arlington County. Let's celebrate the progress Arlington County has made in sustainability and the environment that is available for our future generations to enjoy. The county has been recognized for several green awards, with my spotlight on 3 because there are so many to list. So as of December 2012, the Virginia Association of Counties, VACO, awarded Arlington its 4th Go Green Virginia Award, which recognizes environmental policies and practice actions that reduce carbon emissions and save money. Arlington earned the highest certification of Platinum Green Community, along with only 8 other green governments in Virginia. And as of October 2012, Arlington County is ranked number 7 in the nation for government green fleets, according to Green Fleet magazine. Several factors played a role in Arlington's top 10 recognition, including the county's green fleet policy to guide vehicle acquisition, to also significant use of alternative fuels, including biodiesel and natural gas, a fleet of 166 hybrid and 2 electric vehicles, the natural gas-fueled ART or ART bus fleet, and the Community Energy Plan for its focus on emissions, energy use, and transportation strategies. Also, for the 17th year in a row, Arlington has been named a 2012 Tree City USA by the National Arbor Day Foundation for meeting standards to ensure a viable tree management plan with an emphasis on planting and tree care of our urban forest. Pride in public trees leads to more engaged residents and better care for new and existing trees on private property. We recognize our county board, parks departments, public works officials, and volunteers alike for the valuable work they provide to our community through green practices. Share in Arlington's recognition across city departments, elected officials, volunteers, students, and business leaders. And stay tuned as our weather improves. Residents are always welcome to join green volunteer opportunities and participate in the upcoming calendar of green events. So remember, it's easy being green, living in Arlington County, Virginia.
We're doing so well because they're watching your segment.
That's
Good
correct.
job.
Volunteer,
Good job.
volunteer,
It's
volunteer.
easy being green. Thanks, Adele.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Adele.
guys.
We appreciate your efforts. Here we go now, as promised, with our CBB, or Community Bulletin Board file. Thank you, Bill. On Saturday, March 29, Arlington Public Schools will host a community conversation on the county schools' history regarding segregation, desegregation, and civil rights. The event will be at Hoffman Boston Elementary School. Speakers will include historians and people who've experienced transition firsthand. The event starts with a reception at 2:45 p.m., followed by conversation at 3:15. And also on Saturday, March 29th, you can run for Wakefield in Wakefield High School's Service Club 5K race. The race starts at 9 in the morning at 1000 North Glebe Road. The entrance fee is $25 plus a $2.50 sign-up fee. Visit signup.com and then click on the Find a Race link to learn more and to register, or visit the web link on your screen. You can also email joseph.rubenstein@apsva.us with any questions. Daniel.
And then on Sunday, March the 30th, there will be an Amnesty International Run for Rights. Sun and Moon Yoga Studio has donated 5 free yoga or Pilates classes as the prize. Visit facebook.com/runforrights to learn more. And then from March the 28th to April the 4th, you can enjoy art at the Arlington Artists Alliance 12th Annual Art Fest. Art Fest 2014. The event is being held at Fort C.F. Smith Park, 2411 24th Street North. In addition to the main art show, you can attend workshops and demos. This show is free and open to the public. Just visit their website at arlingtonartsalliance.org to learn more. And then on every Friday from this April, correct? You can read that story if you want to.
Gee whiz, you think so? Well, I don't care.
Go ahead.
Here we go. Well, you were on a roll there, man. Every Friday this April at 6:30 in the p.m. you can participate in the 2014 5K Crystal Run Friday races. The races will start and finish at 2121 Crystal Drive between 20th and 23rd Streets. Complimentary showers are available at the Sport and Health Clubs at 2231 Crystal Drive. The closest metro stop is Crystal City. If you plan to drive there, visit the www.crystalcity.org website to learn more about open garages. Drivers should be aware that roads in and around the course will be closed between 6:15 and 7:30, 6:15 in the a.m., I would assume, and 7:30 in the evening. Visit their website on your screen for more information and to register. The library reads. Okay, well, now we've got library reads. Do you want to read the library reads?
Absolutely.
Okay,
correct.
that's yours. You can do that.
Okay, well, the library's Arlington Reads program in April. Arlington Reads is Arlington Public Library's annual One Theme, One Community initiative to promote thoughtful discussions and the joy of reading. This year's theme is Dazed and Confused, two great writers on boomer angst. You can hear two authors discuss the boomer generation. There is no admission, it's free, but there's limited seating. Seating will be on a first-come basis. And then on Thursday, April the 10th, Ann Betty, author of the New Yorker stories, will speak at the Central Library at 7 p.m. She will discuss New Yorker stories with Library Director Diane Kresh. For more information, visit the Arlington County website. Craig.
All right, and then on Thursday, we already did that one. I'm sorry. The next one, Richard Ford, author of several books, including Pulitzer Prize and Penn Faulkner Award book Independence Day, will speak at the Central Library at 7 p.m. For more information, visit the Arlington County website, which may or may not be on your screen. All right. We'll be back with our News for Seniors file right after we hear from Rich and his reviews. Here you go, Rich. Your turn.
Thank you, Rich.
Take it away.
Yeah, I did an interview. You'll see this tonight. The Aldersgate Church Community Theater in Alexandria
There you go.
has a wonderful family show on. Anne of Green Gables. And there's a young lady who's just 14 years old, Lucy Roberts. She plays a redhead Anne with an E. And it's a lovely show. And this brother and sister adopt this child. And it just is very warm, very lovely. Anyway, I'd advise you to check with them. And they've got a website, acct.org. And their phone number is 703-946-6932. Wonderful, just wonderful. Signature Theater got a weird thing, a love story. It's called Tender Napalm. It's no sweet pillow talk thing between a man and a woman. It's Laura Harris and Elon Zephyr, two people on this platform stage at the Signature Theater. Some of the stuff isn't going to go easy. There's a lot of stuff involving scissors, if you know what I mean, and putting a hand grenade somewhere. Anyway, you won't forget this one. Tender Napalm runs through May 11. For tickets at 703-573-SCAT, or check the website, signature-theater.org. I saw the original Hair, the musical rock, on Broadway in 1968. I was 11 years old at the time, and many productions since then. Happily, did anybody question me on my age? Okay. Happily, the Keegan Theater's current production of Hair captures the spirit of that 1968 show. The huge cast with their 60s hair and clothes just brings you back. You remember some of the songs, Good Morning Sunshine, of course, Hair, Where Do I Go, and, of course, Aquarius. You can't go wrong. Paul Scanlon plays Claude, and Josh Strickland plays Berger. It plays through the month of April and maybe longer. For information, call 703-892-0202 or check the web at Keegan Theater, that's with an RE.com. Arena Stage got something called Loveland. It's a one-woman show written and performed by Anne Randolph. She portrays Franny Potts, a bit of an oddball who's flying from California to Ohio and to attend her mother's funeral. She portrays a number of humorous characters on the plane as well as her mother, but there's a touching thing. I saw a couple of people sniffling from feeling bad when the mother's ashes were in a suitcase put on top of the plane, inside, and it falls, and all the ashes go all over the place. I don't know. Anyway, for tickets, call 202-488-3300 or check them online, arenastage.org. And finally, I got some weird stuff. I'm not sure how to explain or even review American Century Theater's current production, Oh, Dad, Poor Dad, Mama's Hung You Up in the Closet, and I'm Feeling So Sad. That's the old title. It takes place in Havana Hotel, where Madame Rosa Petal, Robin Peck plays this, checks with her son. It's hard for me to describe the show. There's a coffin with her dead husband and a son collection of coins, and it is totally different. And there's a bunch of guys running around who look like they're hotel employees, bellboys, I know, I'm not making sense, right? But it's different than anything you see. This Oh, Dad, Poor Dad runs through April 12th at Gunston Theater 2. And you know where that is. For more information, call 703-998-4555 or check the website, americancentury.org. That's it. Thank you.
All right, Rich.
Thank you, Rich.
Thanks, and we're running a little short of time tonight. Thanks to Judy for sending in the News for Seniors announcements. We'll get them in next week. We promise, Judy. And right up next now, here is Nort Beckerman and his Brain Healthy Minute. Here's Nort.
I'm Nort Beckerman, the author of this site. They call me the brain health coach because I'm not an MD or a PhD. I'm just someone that had serious cognitive problems, so I started studying the brain. My timing was good because of all the new technology and the work that had been done in the 90s, particularly the discovery that the human brain generates new experience-dependent brain cells throughout life. That discovery caused the neuroscience community to change their perception of the human brain. The human brain was not about the past, as they had believed. It was about the future, and the functioning of the brain was dependent on what an individual did or didn't do. Because of this understanding, I was able to overcome my cognitive problems. I feel that it's important for people to understand the functioning of their brain. So I want to share what I've been learning. I still study the brain. I write, I teach, I put on workshops. I'm the brain health coach on local cable TV. With the exception of the brain blog, everything on this site comes from mainstream science. I just present it differently. The brain blog is for comments, discussion, and theory. Remember, cognitive health is not a fad. It's our future. Okay. Use this site to secure yours.
All right, thanks, Nort. Thank you, Nort, and his Brain Healthy Minute. Don't forget, it's never too late to train your brain. And we'll be back with a quick bye-bye after we hear from Rich and his guests. Here's Rich.
Hi. I've been out to Aldersgate Church Community Theater several times over these. I've known a lot of the directors put shows on there, out near Mount Vernon, actually. And they do good stuff. And then just last week, I went to see Anne of Green Gables. I didn't expect anything much or whatever it is. Somebody said it's a kid's show. Generally, I don't do young people's shows, generally speaking. I was so darn impressed with this show. I'm calling you a young person too. I have seated next to me, there's just some of the people, main people are in this show. Barbara Hayes and Lucy Roberts right here. Can you believe this girl, you're just 14?
Yes.
My gosh, I got nose drops older than that. and Gilbert, James Woods, how old are you?
15.
15. Well, this is a bigger, older person, you know. You were like an orphan, sort of dropped off on her character, Marilla Cuthbert and Matthew Cuthbert, right? Brother and sister. And this is back in 1900s, is it?
1910, about
1910 in
yeah.
Canada.
Prince Edward Island.
Yeah, okay. They have good oysters out of there. Do you know that?
Oh, I bet they do.
Really, that's another thing.
Sure.
But you were reluctant in this play. You were kind, you were sweet, and you were lovely, and motherly too. But a little reluctant to have this orphan girl come, young kid come.
Oh,
And
yes, we expected a boy.
that's right.
That's what
and
our
your
message
brother,
was.
your
Bring us a
brother,
boy.
all the way was always behind her and cared for her and thought that you cared for her too. But he was happy with her, that kind of thing. And but at the end, in a sense, James Woods over here as Gilbert Blythe got the girl. Huh?
Yeah.
That's not bad at 15 years old, huh? Why don't you, if you want to add anything, any one of you, to what I just was saying about Anne of Green Gables, you want to say something at all, Barbara?
Well, I've had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm very blessed to be working with Lucy. She's a very talented young woman,
Thank you.
and look forward to watching her career progress and so on. I know she's going to Georgetown visitation next year, and they're going to be very lucky to have her. But it's been a very challenging and exciting and interesting role, and the show itself has so much to offer people at all levels, not only just
does.
children, but for adults.
That's true. I mean, I didn't expect that, be honest with you. I go to all their shows no matter what. But I was surprised. I was tapping my wife, who was sitting next to me up there, saying, look at this. You know, I didn't expect all that. I want to put on the screen, if we can, Jay. Of course, it's Aldersgate Community Theater, and they're doing Anne of Green Gables. And they've got a website, www.actonline.org.
ACCT.
What did I say?
2C, ACT. But it's
Yeah, I'm thinking of
ACCT.
something else. You're right.
Sorry, I don't know if I
But
should.
they probably have it on the screen correct, though.
I don't want people to be discouraged trying
no,
to find us.
ACCTonline.org. And we have a phone number, too. If you don't have all this stuff, 703-946-6932. And I think that's your mother's number.
Yes, that's my number.
She
mother's
told me
cell
I
phone
could
number.
use that number there. And now this is playing through April 6th, right?
Yes.
Anne of Green Gables. What do you have to say about your part there, Lucy?
Oh, well, it's such a classic, and Anna's such an interesting role because you see her, she's so dramatic and she talks all the time, and it turns out she has an awful temper, but you really see her grow up throughout the show, and
Yes.
she sort of grows out of her quirks, and she's very mature by the end, and she turns out to be very hardworking, determined, very smart. So that's really interesting to watch her sort of grow up as the show goes on.
Yeah, you know, Gilbert character, James Woods, what do you got to say about your role?
Well, I think, like what Lucy said, my character starts off with, I mean, he's full of himself in the beginning. He's kind of very confident, but as the years progress, because the show takes place over like 3 or 4 years,
Yeah.
he grows up and becomes more mature and more likable as a character.
Yeah. For those who might not know, you know, you go out the Parkway through Alexandria, and as you're going towards Mount Vernon, and then there's a turn off there, Collingwood, and you go around, and before you know it, there's a church there with a big spire, and that's the Aldersgate Church Community Theater. I don't know how long you've all been doing stuff there. Do you know how long theater groups have been there at the church?
Oh gosh,
I'm
no.
not sure. I think maybe about 25 years.
Oh, that
wouldn't you
long?
think?
That
It's been a
long?
while,
Okay,
yes.
okay. Because I've only been doing stuff with them maybe 10 years, but it's stuff on the screen right now. I'll give you information. I tell you, this is heartwarming, heartwarming to see the show Anne of Green Gables. And I want to thank you all for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And
Rich.
this is Rich Masabny. Go see this great show. Bye.
All right, thanks, Rich.
Same here, Rich.
That was Anne of Green Gables. That's going to be
Yeah.
quite a production.
It
Looks
is.
like they're having fun with it. All right,
It
thanks for
is.
your efforts. Double duty again tonight. Well, that's our show. Sorry we didn't have time for news for seniors. Thanks, Judy. We'll get your stories in again next week. Thanks to all of you for watching.
Thank you.
And join us again next week for another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Have a safe week. Bye-bye.
Bye.